Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video, or I shouldn't say quick because I don't know how long it will end up being. But what I wanted to do was just say something. I wanted to speak on the current events, not about the events themselves, but about the feelings that a lot of people are having at this time. And I just wanted to say, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling overwhelmed by just the sheer magnitude of some of the events, or honestly the quantity of the events, every day there's something new to grapple with or deal with. The people who follow me, who watch my videos, are people from all walks of life, all ethnicities, all backgrounds, all orientations. I've spoken with a lot of you one-on-one, and right now, our country, the US, because I am in the US, it's going through a lot of changes. Things right now are very tumultuous. A lot of things are up in the air, and a lot of things are changing very rapidly. And I know that a lot of people are feeling very hopeless and very discouraged because some of them are having to come to terms with certain things that have changed very recently, or the kind of ways that things are kind of projected to change going forward. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by all of the information overload because there is so much happening on a day-to-day basis, I would just advise you to take a break from social media, take a step back. If you have to take a break every other day, if that's all you can manage, then go ahead and do that. Everything that's going to happen is going to happen whether you are privy to it or not. You can take a break for 2 or 3 days if it helps you to feel a little less overwhelmed. Ground your energy more than anything. Ground your energy, cleanse and clear your energy. You want to be clean. Right now, so many people are very riddled with anxiety, and there's so much anger and fear and a lot of just low vibrational energies being felt by the collective, by the masses at this time. And if you have to interact with people, you have to leave your house, you're going to be just kind of wading out into a sea of this energy. And so it's more important than ever to very religiously clean and clear your energy. Just do it on a daily basis. Now, there's also people who are feeling very hopeless, or they feel stuck with their current circumstances in regards to some of the changes that are occurring. And all I can say is the American people, we're not like other people in other countries. The Americans, they are loud. We're compared to other countries, we are loud, we're opinionated, we're obnoxious, we're rebellious, we're strong-spirited, we are entitled, we have a lot of fire in us, and we are very strong people. And we are desensitized to a lot of things because we deal with so much on a daily basis, things that other people in other countries don't have to deal with. Yes, there are other countries who deal with things far worse than us, but I'm not talking about those countries. I'm talking about other countries where things are more stable. Yeah, they're not used to people like Americans. Americans are usually annoying to them. And I think that this is just to say the American people, energetically speaking, are very strong and strong-willed. And I think they can get through really anything. I always considered Americans to be very resilient and to have a really strong backbone when they want to. And maybe it stems from pettiness, our indignance, or the times where we just feel like we don't want to take anything from anybody. It's just something that's innate with us. I think it's like we're naturally rebellious or something like that. And I'm not telling anybody to rebel, but what I am saying is just that kind of just tap into that fire, that lust for life, that passion to live, and don't allow your light to be snuffed or to dim so much so that you are thinking the worst or feeling utterly without hope, if there's any guarantee in life, is that things will always change. Nothing is stable, nothing is set in stone. If things get bad, eventually things will get good. If things are good, eventually things will come to a moment of adversity. That's just normal, that's just life. And for better or for worse, this is where you are, this is what's going on, and everyone across the country is having different experiences because everyone in the country wants different things and is viewing these situations with different perspectives. And I just want to remind everyone that if you are feeling really stressed, really hopeless to the point where it feels like it is ruining your will to continue existing, then I would ask you to just remember that nothing lasts forever and that you are strong. If you're on my channel, then you're probably a spiritual person. And this is the best time to turn to your spiritual guides, to turn to your spiritual practice and, tap into your inner strength, because you as a human being are powerful. Humans are very powerful. And like I said, I've said before, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not somebody who works on a hotline. But if you just need somebody to talk to a little bit, I'm here. You can message me on Instagram or on TikTok, like a direct message, not a comment, a direct message. I will get to the message eventually. I make no promises on how soon I will get to the messages because I'm always battling with like fatigue and things like that. And so I will fall off, but I just want to say that this is just to the people who are just really struggling. I don't want anyone to feel like that. I don't want anyone to feel hopeless or paralyzed with overwhelming fear or extreme dread, like something's looming over them. It's no way to live. Life is too short to feel like that. And nobody knows what's going to happen. And no matter what, everything is subject to change, for better or for worse. But we as humans, the indomitable human spirit, we are powerful and we can get through anything. We always have. And as Americans specifically, we can really, really get through everything because Americans are very stubborn people. And I think we're the kind of people who will survive just out of spite, honestly. And it maybe, it can be a con in some people's eyes, but to me, I've always admired the American people in generally speaking. I mean, there's a lot of stereotypes with Americans. A lot of them are true, unfortunately, but it just is what it is. I just want to say again, don't allow yourself to sink into the bog of eternal sadness. I feel like America is going through some kind of actually, astrologically speaking, I think America is going through a Saturn return based on America's birth chart from when America was established officially. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's correct. Also, we have like a planetary alignment happening right now with about 5 or 6 planets, and I think that will last for the next 2 years, if I'm also not mistaken. There's a lot going on astrologically and energetically, and everything's going to work out. I promise you that. Everything will work out. I think that there's more to come, and I think there will be a lot more bedlam and a lot more chaos and a lot more adversity and a lot more conflict. But I think on the other end of that, there will be light at the end of the tunnel. And that's just my personal, intuition telling me that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. I'm not trying to go into any specifics. Just don't give up. If you feel like giving up, don't give in. Just continue to be here, because I want you here. Just remember, you can lean on your spiritual team. You can reach out to people in real life. And just remember that you are strong. People live through difficult things and they experience difficult circumstances, and you know what, they're still walking around living. Like, if you think about the worst experiences you've lived through, you survived that, you're still alive. And people are so quick to forget about all the things that they've survived, that they've lived through, that they've overcame, the moment a new obstacle shows up in their path. And I'm just here to remind you that you are strong. Everyone is really strong. Everyone has inner strength if they choose to acknowledge it and kind of sit with it and really tap into it, because it's one of those things. The human spirit is something that we all have within us, and it's something that is within all of us. I just repeated myself twice. It's something it's at all of our disposal to tap into, basically. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me on my channel, on this channel's journey. I plan on making a lot more content going forward. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can comment them down below. But if you want to be sure that I read it, send me a direct message on TikTok or on Instagram. And I guess you can email me. I usually reserve the email for business inquiries. But if you just don't have TikTok or Instagram and you're desperate, sure, you can email me. I will see it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you soon, hopefully. Take care.